下我把甲片贴好，还要30秒。没事，你可以开始。那你们开始吧，我这马上上去。Hi guys, how are you? This is Josh. Welcome back to our GH live stream room. So today we're going to recommend you this kit, the G641. For this kit, we have the limited time lining deal. It's on your later today, the 2 to 55 p.m. to 8 to 55 p.m. The Pacific Daylight Time for this kit, the G641. For this kit, we got the limited time lining deal with the favorable price for this kit. For this kit, it's including 4 pieces dip glue and 6 pieces fast shine dipping powder. It's including the white and pink powder. So later we're going to show you how to make the French nail and the multiple designs for this kit. So, and actually, for now, we got this kit. This is the GL401. For this kit, is the dip glue kit. We're gonna to using this kit's on the limited time lining deal now, right now. So just enter our Amazon.com and by searching GHdip buy this kit. We got the very favorable price and cheaper price than normal. So now just focus on this kit. So later we're going to using this kit to help you to make the French nail designs and more multiple designs for by the shimmer, by the glitter. So later we are going to show you this kit. For our all powder kits, we got so many. I just want to show you. We got total 18 kits from the light color to the dark color and with the shimmer. So actually for those colors, you can see we have too many colors. We got total 18 kits on the shop now. So for here's the today's the color. Here's the clear white, the light pink, medium pink, and 2 solid color, the solid purple and the solid pink. So later we're going to using all those colors to make the design. And here's the one. Did you see that? Here's the like, it's very enthusiastic colors and made with some glitter, the big glitter. For that glitter is from our another kit, is the 12 fast shine dipping powder kits. So later we're going to show you how to do the tutorial by all those colors. So let's go. So first, we already do all preparation and we already washing the hands, and now we are going to show you how to do it. First, we need to prepare all those. Here's the pink color. Now we're going to using the pink and white colors, the French white. So as I mentioned, if you want to do the nails, you just need to open the colors you want. Do not open too many jars that you don't want the color mixed together. So actually we're going to pour the white powder inside it. And then we need to do the powders. We'll show you how to create a smile line. So now here's the bumper pad. If you don't have the bumper pad, you just using the balm from other brands, it's okay, but it's better. You could buy it from our dip powder accessories kit. For that dip powder accessories kits, we got so many useful nail tools for you. So for the balm, it will dry your nail bed, that the powder will be more stick with it. So now we're going to using the base. We already done the all preparation for the nail. So now we just do it right away. We just need to apply the base to your entire nail. And then to create the smile line by dipping into the jar. And actually you could turn your fingers by any degree angles and then dip into the light pink powder. For the French nail, you could use the jar to create a white smile line, or you could use the dip tray. For the dark dip shades, you could find it from our dip powder accessories kit. So now we need to apply the base to your entire nail again, from the middle left to the right. And then, if you want it more shades that dip into the jar, that create the smile line will be more with curve. You can see the smile line with different angles. So then dip into the light pink powder directly, and take off, take out and take off. So here's the tutorial. When you're doing the powder, create the white powder by the jar. But now we're gonna to show you how to create the smile line by using our dip tray. For this dip tray, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit. So now we're going to apply the base to your entire nail, from the middle left to the right. Every time keep your brush flat. And then to put your finger to dip into the tray. And actually, if you're using the dip tray, that the curve with more beautiful, more curved angles. So here's the difference when you're doing the white powder on the jars or on the dip tray. And then dip into the light pink powder. Now we're going to using the brush to take off. We need to apply the base again to your entire nail. Every time keep the brush flat and brush evenly. And then to put your finger dip into the tray. Every time you need to shape the dip tray and you need to keep the surface evenly, then it's your nail to dip in. So as you can see, our nail technician going to shade the white powder every time before you dip your nails in, because the smile line will be more perfect. And take off. Normally 2 coats is enough. So here's our another pink from the powder kit. This one is the medium pink. For the medium pink, we're going to show you how to make it, because we got 2 pink on that kit, the G641. For that kit, we got the light pink and medium pink. Here's the medium pink. So in same way, we're going to create a smile line when dip into the jar. If you don't have the dip tray, you could create a smile line by the jar. But it's better if you could buy our dip powder accessories kit and got 1 dip tray, because it will help you to create more curved and beautiful smile line. And it's perfect for the first to use our GH Fast Shine dipping powder kit or using the powder. We need to apply the base to your entire nail for the second time, the second layer. And you need to follow the line you create and dip into the powder again. And next you can see, you can put your finger with different angle that create the different angles of smile line. It depends on your nail shape. If your nail shape is a square, actually you just dip it by a little bit straight way. We need to apply the base to our entire nail slightly and brush evenly. And now here's where we need to shape the powder. Let the surface evenly, then let your finger dip into the white powder and create a beautiful smile line. And then take off and dip into the pink powder. Stay for a second and take out and take off. So now we need to using the brush to take off any excess every time, because our powder could be dried by itself, so you don't need to worry your brush will get sticky together. because the powder dry already. So actually we're going to brush it evenly for the second layer and follow your first small line and then dip into the dip tray again and create a beautiful small line and tail off. And dip into the paint powder, stay for a second and take out. And tail off any excess powder. And actually we're going to using the medium pink to show you how to create 3 nails. For the top finger, when you're doing on it, because the top finger will be a little bit more large than other nails, so for this one you need to brush the base more evenly, and to take care. And then dip into the paint powder. Let it stay for a second. Use the brush to help you to tail off any excess. For that brush, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. So when you buy in our dip powder accessories kit, you will get so many useful nail tools. So actually we need to apply the base to your entire nail again and dip into the white powder to create a small line as the previous, and then tail off and dip into the pink powder. So actually for our fashion dipping powder, it could be dry itself by within 30 seconds. So you do not need to worry too much about the pink will mix up the white powder, because when you dip the pink powder, the white powder already a little bit dry, so it's the very highlights of our fashion dipping powder when you're doing the French nail. So because our fashion dipping powder, it could be dried within 30 seconds without activator, so do not apply the activator from this step. We're going to using the nail gel right away. So you need to using the nail gel, you need to test the speed on your own nails, on your own hands. So now we are going to file off any place you think it's not even. So you just need to file it, especially the line. If you are, because our nail technician is professional how to create a beautiful small line. But if you're first using our fashion dipping powder kit, and you might be get the bumpy place on the nail surface, so it's better when you're using the nail gel to help you, because the powder will be more rock, more hard than the gel polish. So every time you need to using the machine like that. Don't forget the critical area. We're going to using this nail file. This nail file is from our dip powder accessories kit too. The middle with the sponge inside it, it's using for the artificial nail. But if you find the very thin one, it's using for the natural nails. We're going to using this nail file to shape it. After you're using the powder, you could get more refined shape. So every time you need to do a process, you need to do the all process like that. We need to remove. We need to shape it. Shape the nails looks more perfect and refined. So we're going to using the buffer. For this buffer, it won't make your nails get shy because it is with 100 and 180 grit side. So it won't shine your nails, but using for the natural nail to remove the shine, and for the artificial nail, it using to grinding the powder nail surface more evenly. Every time we remind you that we need to make the nail surface more even, and because after you apply the top, it will be looks more glossy and perfect on the surface. So every time using the 100 grades or 180 grades to help you to widen the powder nails, and using the 180 grade side to smooth up your nail edge. So every time you need to using the nail gel, the nail machine to help you, and then using the nail file, and then using the nail buffer to help you do all process. So for the French nail, you can find from our paint powder, you can find from our G641. It's with two colors. One is the light pink, another is the medium pink. So for both pink, you can use it on your nails. The medium pink is a little bit darker than the light pink, so it depends on you. You could choose two colors to using on your nails. So and actually for another, we got one clear powder, and another is the white powder too. Later we are going to using the clear powder, which on the G641, and the white powder and another two solid color to create another design for you. For that design, it looks like the so sparkle. So later we are going to show you how to make it. So here's the point. When you go back for this tutorial, we are going to need to buffer the surface to grinding the powder nails more evenly. Every time you need to take care of your cuticle skin, if you're using the nail buffer, you could turn to nail buffer 45-degree angle when you're doing the filing on your cuticle side. And actually, if you're using the buffer, you do not need to over buffing, because maybe your natural nails feel a little bit hurt. So every time when you feel your nail surface is already evenly, so you just to move for next step. But if you, as you can see, every time if you apply the base evenly, then you won't have any problem of bumpy or uneven. I think more practice make things perfect. So every time you need to do that. As you can see, if you're using our Fast Shine dipping powder kits, you can see the pink powder and the white powder will not mix together, because our powder will be dry by itself within 30 seconds. So now we're going to using the lengthy wipe to wipe off any dust particles from your nail bed. Here is the important point. When you're doing, if you want the nail surface after apply the top will be more glossy, so it's kind of the important things. Then wipe off any dust. So now we're going to using the activator. For so many times we need to remind you, do not overuse our activator, because our Fast Shine dipping powder system is kind of different with other brands on the market. You just need to using the activator for only one time. Cannot using 2 or 3 times, because using for make the top get dry and shiny. Do not using our activator before you buffing and filing, because our powder is fast shining. So you need to apply very thin layer for our activator. Then turn to the top coat. For our top, you need to using 2 times. We need to apply it. The first layer, very thin layer, but you need to brush it evenly. As you can see, our nail technician every time doing this nail with beautiful designs, because they brush, they apply the base or any glue very evenly on the surface. Do not apply too much. And then for the second layer, when you see the surface a little bit matte, half dry but still sticky, we are going to apply another layer on. For another layer on, you need to apply much more, and then to apply your entire nail for the top coat. Cannot wait totally dry, please. So if you have more extracts, you then move forward for next nail. But if you are not so familiar how to control the quantity of the glue, you just follow our step time by time and just apply a little bit from the bottles. We need to apply the base, but we need to apply the top to your entire nail for the second layer when you see the surface half dry but still sticky. We need to apply it very carefully from the middle left to the right. And don't forget the nail edge. So for these hands, we already done the French nail. So now you need to wait around 1 minute to make it dry. So let's turn to another hand. We're going to show you by using other colors from this kit. So here's another purple, the solid purple from the G641. Still this kit, we got 2 solid colors for you. Here's the pink, the solid pink. It isn't the light pink or medium pink. It's a solid pink. Here is the 145, and this color is the very beautiful glitter. It's from our another kit, the 12 pieces kit. So here we're going to using the clear powder. For the clear powder, we're going to, before that, we need to using the ombre pad. For the ombre pads, we need to use it to dry your nail bed. So now we need to use it to dry your nail bed first. And then to let your powders will be more stick with together. So here's the colors of our French wine. So we are going to using the clear powder, another 2 solid color, and this white powder to show you how to make the design. So now we're going to using the base. And to apply this on your entire nail. Every time keep it brush flat. So we need to using the brush to tap on the powder from the top randomly. So here's the kind of the ombre nails. Because we got so many ways to do the ombre nails, here's the normal way to need to using the brush to help you to sprinkle the powder on your nails. We're going to using 2 colors. One is the purple, another is the white color. As I mentioned, if you are not using another color, you just keep the cap tightly closed. We just showing you on this tutorial. That's why we open all the jar caps to show you the color. But if you're doing at home, then you need to open the color as you want, because the powder will be mixed together. So now we need to take some purple, the solid purple color, and the white powder, the French white, and then to do the designs like the ombre. Using the brush to help you and tap on. So actually, if you have 2 brush, you could using 2 brush to help you. But today we're just using 1 brush to show you how to make it. We need to do it 2 layers. Do not apply too much. So now here's the one. It's the G145. Now here's the color. We need to stir the powder to avoid it stick together. Here's the glitter color. This color is from our G6605. For that case, it's with 12 glitter colors. It's super gorgeous for that kit because it's total 12 pieces glitter. We're going to using the base again. To apply the base to your entire nail, then using the fan brush. This fan brush to tap some glitter on it. We need to apply the glitter colors a little bit to tap on your own nails, on the edge of the nails. So I think on the group, so many clients said they don't know how to create a design by using their powder kits. So here's the point. We show you how to make it. So return to another fingers. For the fingers, we need to let it stay for a second. For another fingers, we are going to using the pink. This pink is the solid pink from the G641. The solid pink, it helps you to do the ombre so cool. We need to do to sprinkle on your nails, just like that, to tap on your nails, and using the brush to help you to tap off any excess. And then to apply the base again for the second layer to your entire nail. Every time, do not apply too much of the dip glue, and then brush evenly. And using a brush to help you to create a design. You just need to tap on your nails randomly, and then using the 145 that glitter, which from our G6605. This glitter is kind of the useful glitter because it fits for so many designs. And tap off. And then we need to apply another. For another finger, we're going to using another design too. So here's the how to create the ombre now, and with the glitter, how to create the designs by using this kit, and plus some other glitters. I think it's from our G6605. That's glitter. I think most of our clients, they know that we have already launched the 12 only powder kit, which sold on the Amazon already. We need to apply the base again. Every time you need to apply a little bit powder and slightly to tap on your nail randomly. And just keep it like that and tap off. And using the brush to help you to tap off any excess. And using and actually for our nail technician, think the surface without any with not so much dip glue, so we cut to apply another layer on for the base. And then using the fan brush to help you to tap the glitter on your nails. And then to tap off. So now here, we're going to using the white powder. For this one, we just do the solid white powder. We will not put any things on this finger because it looks more compatible for the nails design. And actually for the white powder, you could use like the solid white which using on your nails. I think some girls, they want to do their solid white or solid black on their own nails. Actually, it's super easy and super backspent than when you're using the gel polish because the powder will gets very strong color when you're on your nails. So it could be for the white powder, it could be using for the simple design, just on the solid color on your nails only. And then tie it off. And for the final, we're going to apply the base again to your entire nail. We are going to using to mix together for those two colors. We are going to using the pink on the nail edge. And you need to tap just like that. Simply tap and do not apply too much. And using a brush to help you. So if you think it is not enough base to let your powder to stick on, then to apply another layer on. For the second layer, we're going to using a brush to help you to tap the purple colors on. But every time you need to keep your base to apply on your nails, very thin layer that you won't very hard or very thick on your nails. And then using a brush to help you to tie off. We need to using the base again. Today we won't using the UV lamp, we will using all those with our dip glue. So now here's the point, we're going to using to apply some glitter which on your nails, on the nail edge. It will be create the ombre nails like that. So here's now, we're going to finish the design, but here's the point. Later we're going to using the clear powder to protect it. I need to remove any, and then using this. We need to apply the base. Again, do not apply too much base when you're doing the design on it, then you won't feel very thick. Here's the clear powder. For the clear powder, it helps to protect the design and protect the glitter, because later we're going to do the filing and buffing. That's why we need to using the clear powder to protect the design. For our clear powder, we got two useful usage. One is as the base, another is to as the cover powder to help to protect your design. So then to apply the base and to dip into the clear powder, here's the point, is using for cover to protect your nail designs, because later we're going to do the filing and buffing. For our nail designs, we need to, and actually for our clear powder, it's the fast drying dipping powder too. So it could be dried within 30 seconds. So you do not need to worry. You need to worry whether it gets dry or not. So after using, you need to keep the cap tightly closed. As I mentioned, if you do not using other colors, you need to keep the cap tightly closed because the powder will be easily mixed together. So here's now we are going to using the dust remover brush to help you to tap off any excess. So here's the nail gel, the nail machine. We are going to do the filing. So here's the point. We need to fire the surface and the cuticle. If you find the powder get on your cuticle, and actually you could using the nail gel to help you to fire off. Because the surface we already using the clear powder to protect, that you do not need to worry when you're doing the filing, the glitter will be easily moved. It won't be. Don't forget the critical part. And every time you need to using a machine to help you to fire off any place which you think which uneven or lumpy. And then don't forget the critical part. Because if you are not so familiar how to using the powder, I think it's more easy to let the powder to get on your cuticle. That's why you do not need to apply the base too much. Now we're going to using the nail file. Using the nail file to help you to shape it. Because after using the glitter may be a little bit sharp on your nail edge. So actually you could using this nail file to help you to fire it off. And we find to smooth up your nail edge. To shape it as you want. So here's the point, we need to shape it and turn to any angles. When you think already done, we're going to turn to the nail buffer. For the nail buffer, we need to buffing the surface. Because for this nail, we already covered with the clear powder, so you do not need to worry whether the glitter will be easy to off after buffing. So actually it won't be, because we're using the clear powder to protect your design. We need to use in a buffer because our buffer we got the 100 degree side and 180 degree side. That's to help you get the more smooth nail surface. And every time, don't forget the critical part. We need to using the nail buffer to help you to shape it like that. And every time turn to 45 degree angle and to buffing the critical part. Because we got two sides, you could, if you think the 100 degree side is a little bit rough, that you could turn to the 180 degree side. But don't worry, it won't scratch your skin. So every time, just like that, you need to do the things like that. We need to do the buffing from the nail plate first and turn to the critical part. And turn to your buffer with different angle that will help you to fire off any place you think is not good from your critical. As you can see, for this the white color, we need to let the surface to grinding the nail powder surface more evenly too. You do not need to worry other colors will influence this color because we already do the clear powder to cover another colors. So for here, you do not need to worry. The white powder will not to get influenced by other colors. So now here's the point, we need to do the buffing on your nails every time. And every time you need to do this and to turn to this side, turn to another side to do not let the critical parts with some powders on. And every time when you're doing your nails, you need to using and you keep your mood relaxing and then do it. Because it's kind of the enjoy when you're doing the manicure. Using the brush to help you to remove any dust particles. Here's the point. From now on, for this hand, we didn't using any activator. Now we're using the lint-free wipe to wipe off any dust particle from your nails. If you don't have the lint-free wipe, you need to use a paper towel. So now here, we're going to using the activator. So I remind all of our clients many times already. For our fast drying dipping powder, you do not need to using the activator too much. You do not need to use it before buffing and filing. Because for the activator, if you overusing, then the powder, the nails will be easily cracking. So if you're using our GH fast drying dipping powder kits, you just need to use it only one time after buffing and filing before the top. So now here we're going to apply the top. For the top, we need to apply it 2 times. And we got the little tips for how to using well with our top too. If you want to using well our top, you need to find that you need to use it 2 times, but the first time half dry but still sticky, then to apply another layer on. So I think if you already know our powder, you might think I talk it for every time, so it may be a little bit annoying. But if you're first using our fast drying dipping powder, you will think it's kind of the new things, new formula. Why they using only one time activator? Why they only using the top when the half dry? So I need to remind all of our clients for many times for this. So just forgive me if you think annoying already. So we need to apply it 2 times. For the first layer, do not apply too much. But for the second layer, you could apply much more than the first layer for the top coat. But do not forget to apply the top to your entire nail, not just part of the nails. And every time, don't forget the nail edge to protect. So actually for here, we need to wait around 1 minute to let the powder get dry, but no, let the top get dry. And actually here's today's tutorial how to using this kit. And actually for the kits, we will have this kit too. For this kit, it's the 4 pieces dip glue kit. It's the GL401. For this kit, we will using this kit when you buying our another 12 one. So guys, so here's the tutorial today. Hi guys, welcome back. So after our tutorial, as you can see, we already done the French nail and all the multiple designs by using another kit, another colors. Today you need to using this dip tray. For this dip tray is with our GHdip logo on it. It's from our dip powder accessories kit. You can find this dip tray to help you to create the beautiful smile line for the French nail. For this shape, you can buy from our dip powder accessories kit. You could enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip to buy this kit. And for another color, it's the glitter. It's from our this color. This color, we already downloaded to make the design for this kit. Here's the number, the GH145. For this color, you can find it from our G6605. This kit with 12 dip powder, the fast drying dip powder, only the dip powder. So you can find that from that kit with the glitter. It's 12 glitter, the G6605. And you could combine it with this kit. This kit is the GL401. It's the dip glue kit. It's the 15 ml of this kit. You could use this kit to combine the G6605 kit. For this kit, it's on the limited time lining deal now. So you could by searching GHdip to get more cheaper and flammable price for this kit. And here is the superstar today, the G641. For this kit is with the 4 degree dip glue and 6 pieces fast drying dipping powder. And actually you can find this on your time, the Pacific Daylight Time on Wednesday the 19th. to 2:55 p.m. to 8:55 p.m. today that you could got these kits on the limited time lining deal. And actually it's from here, the clear powder, the white powder, light pink, medium pink, and the solid purple, the solid pink, and the solid purple for these kits. So guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.